All right, so walking my corduroy road out here to the Fred's Grill, and we're frying up some bacon this morning. That's what's for breakfast. We're doing this burger smokehouse, which is not a bad bacon. It's dry cured, no water added. I found out that's a scam. They do too. If it says water in their stuff, they're basically juicing the bacon, but it does have nitrates. So they cure it, which is, people do that with pork, and you don't have to do that with whole meat cuts because there's no botulism, otherwise known as botulism. You would find that in a ground meat product that it comes in contact. It's anaerobic, botulism anaerobic, and it only is prevalent in ground meat sausages, like in a casing, things of that nature. Is where it goes. And again, botulism is airborne. That's why you don't give honey to infants, because it's in the dust, it's in the dirt. It's really a problem in Colorado. They're very, very common on that because there's a lot of dust and there's a lot of wind. Here, not so much wind, not so much dust, unless it's like dry and hot in the summer. I don't know. And again, the bees are out in this, and dust is just something that kind of sticks to them because they're hairy, and they're designed to, or not designed, but they grab pollen with, I don't know what you call I'll call it, it's not a felt, but it's not fur either, but the bees, and it's their relationship with flowers to pollinate them. They catch pollen from the male. I guess the male puts out pollen. Yeah, the male would put out pollen. A female plant wouldn't do that. Some are androgynous, or some do both, can self-pollinate and things of that nature. But the things that rely on pollinators, e.g. bees, need a male which produces pollen to be carried to another plant of that species. It's a female, so that's how that circle of life kind of works. And but again, one of the byproducts of that is we like their honey, and bears like their honey too. Everybody likes sweet. Everybody's driven to sweet and salty is kind of like low level reward in our coding here. This deep down the stem of our brain, and unfortunately, the botulism gets picked up into the honey, and if the honey's natural, unfiltered, raw honey, then it can contain the botulism spores. And then for an infant, that's bad because they don't know, their gut's not well enough along to be able to process that. Whereas you or me have been exposed to stuff, and we actually got a pretty good acid bath.